Greetings, salutations, and other big words. My name's Ethan. My handle is Wrangler. Welcome to Frequency Studios Weekly Wing at number 175 here on Rumble, YouTube, and the X Twitter. 175 of these things. What are we doing?
That's a lot, dude. That's like 3 years and counting.
Yeah. And of course, joining me as usual is Mr. Frederick Guimon.
That's me. How's it going, everybody? Just
All
working
right.
on a fun piece today. Nothing biggie, or as Art Haida says, it's a blackface cyber frog. Which is not true. That's just, an impression because I'm going to be giving a lot of shadows. I wanted to do something fun with the silhouette. And I haven't filled in all the stuff yet. I wanted to get the texture on this back before I put in the shadows. So it kind of looks like that. But yeah, it's a funny comment, so I'm running with it.
Nice. Yeah, so another week has gone by, and I don't have a single thing I thought of to talk about because I've been just editing and taking breaks with the Metroid game I've been playing. That's about it. So I don't have a topic in mind for tonight. If you got one, by all means.
I got a topic in video games with James Bond coming out tomorrow.
All right, let's hear it.
There's some political stuff in Canada, but that's, not as fun. Yeah, James Bond, controversial game coming in from the IO Interactive, the makers of Hitman, which is my favorite series so far, my favorite game. And James Bond, one of my favorite franchises, put the two together, and I'm really looking forward to this one, but it's not without its red flags. You got the whole DEI cabinet at the MI6 at the head of James Bond. On one end, an Indian mom, a black head, this, that. So like full DEI cabinet. Usually red flags. Could be woke light in the sense that maybe that's all the extent of the wokeness and that's it. Or it could be worse. There's also comments about having he's a James Bond in the year 2026. So how do you interpret that? Men are not allowed to hit on women, not allowed to flirt. So I'm like,
well,
okay.
James Bond would be, because remember, rules are for ugly people. If you're someone if the chicks like you, there are no rules. If they don't like you, that's when there's rules.
Agreed.
So James Bond, being traditionally, loved by chicks, he can still do that stuff.
And he does have a license to thrill, so he can get away with it. But you got the woke journalists that are really mad about the game, which is always a good sign. So I'm like, okay.
Well, that usually, that is a good sign. I hate to say it. Yeah, the more the gaming journalists hate it, the better it probably is.
Yeah. And we got a couple of days ago another bad sign, which is the added de novo, which is an anti-piracy piece of code, which could hurt the performance of the game in certain circumstances. So being having a Steam Deck, which is low performance, which runs the Hitman games very well. But I'm a little bit concerned, and I'm always like roll my eyes when these companies try to put anti-piracy software, because it just ends up hurting the paying customer more than the pirates. Because the pirates always find workarounds, and the people who actually pay for the games are the one that end up with the bugs and the performance problems and all that stuff. So that sucks.
Yeah. If I'm ever able to make my game, I'm probably not going to be the most secure with it, because when it goes out there, I want people to be able to take it, mod it, hack it, do whatever they want with it. If they bought it, the way I see it, it's their game. Do what you want with it. Yeah. Will that lead to some inappropriate dealings with it? Probably, but oh well.
Yeah, and with these projects, you're dealing with like a whole host of people. Like this is a full corporation. So you got a board of directors, you got I don't know if they're public or not. Didn't go into all the details, but you can imagine that it's not the developers necessarily making these decisions. It's not necessarily the game designers. It's maybe someone at corporate who's like, oh no, we don't want to lose money. Let us do the obvious thing. I don't understand how it works, and do the thing that makes me think I won't lose money. And which people have canceled their pre-orders on the news of the anti-piracy software. So,
oh wow,
yeah, I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know if it's enough. Well, it's probably not enough to deter, because I didn't hear any sign of like changing their decision or anything. But the game looks good. It looks really, really good. It's got all the little bit of a Hitman in the sense that you go around and you can, instead of like, so people who don't know, Hitman will put on disguises to kind of pass incognito.
That's Agent 47, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like stealth through identity theft, right? Bond has a similar aspect to it, but instead of putting on costumes, which is not Bond's MO, Bond has he has a capacity to bluff. So you'll enter a scene, people will look at you like, what are you doing here? Like, who are you and what are you doing? You're not supposed to be here. You can press to bluff, which is a resource that costs so basically it's non-renewable resource. Well, it's an expensive resource, so you can't keep using it infinitely. But if you use it strategically, instead of wearing a costume, you'll just say something that puts people at ease or makes them think that you're supposed to be there, or put you in a context where, oh, okay, you're the guy. It's like, hey, I'm here to test security, and I was able to get through the window, so we're gonna have to fix that. So people are like, oh, okay, he's not an intruder, he's somebody who's testing. So these type of things, which sounds really James Bondy, and it sounds kind of cool. So part of me is really looking forward to this. The fighting is really good too. It's like a slow escalation. In the sense that you don't jump to shooting straight off the bat. That's actually limited to emergencies or when everything else fails. But you can fight by tripping people, using the environment, slamming people into walls, into cabinets, on tables, picking up like billiard balls when you're next to a pool table, stuff like that.
Now, this isn't the same one you played a partial game of, is it?
I haven't played this. No,
because I thought you were playing a James Bond by the same company as Hitman. Is this a follow-up, or were we just watching demo?
Oh, we watched a demonstration. Yeah, no, it's not out yet. Some people have been invited on location to play, but those were like controlled tests. People got to play 3 to 4 hours of the game, and they were not allowed to film their own footage. So the footage we saw was controlled footage put out by the company as well.
Because I do remember laughing hysterically when it said "Mission: Park the car."
Yes, that's one of the first. That's one of the first footage they put out. Yeah, well, because you're starting out. I kind of like this. It reminds me of like Tomb Raider 2013. You are not James Bond when you're starting out, in the sense that you're not a 00 agent. You are a part of the Marines. The Royal Navy is what it is. And so you're basically like doing a military mission to start off. Then you get noticed by your heroic actions, your bravery, and they recruit you into the 00 program. And that's how the game starts. So what you saw is like the first mission. He comes in, pretends to be a driver for other agents, and they're tracking down 009. I think 009 went rogue or something, and they're tracking him down. So that's kind of the thread start with the game.
Kind of reminds me slightly of GoldenEye. Because wasn't the agent he was working with at the beginning of that movie, he kind of went rogue on him?
Could be. It's been a long time. I remember hearing something about that. So wouldn't be surprised. And GoldenEye is everybody's favorite game, which is James Bond game.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
never
sti-
played the game, but I saw the movie. That was Pierce Brosnan was my favorite James Bond.
He was good. He was very good.
I
And,
know the overall favorite will always be Sean Connery, and nobody can hold a candle to him.
Yeah, and the kid doing the motion cap on this one is pretty good. He's also from Ireland, so it's nice to get the accent and all that. He's a blonde kid, but it doesn't matter in the video game because it's motion capture.
Yeah,
And one of the good things that I'm looking to hear about the game, because we talked about the red flags, but one of the good things is they went through all the books and tried to get as many of the things from the books and the movies and put them in the game. So like James Bond apparently has a scar, which we've never seen in the movies.
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, nobody knows that because they totally ignored that in the films. Probably because they wanted to keep their handsome actors looking the best they could on screen.
Right.
But in the video game they added that in. They're using all the same cars that we've seen in the movies, from the old films to the more recent ones as well. So all the cars in the game are nods to different cars in the movies and all that. So very faithful to the books apparently, with understanding that they're still doing, it's still set in 2026, right? So you're not going to have the full-on misogyny of slapping women's asses and calling them toots or things like that. I don't think it's going to go as bad as that, but I still think he's going to be flirty. I don't think there's any like seduction mechanics. Like I don't think any part of any game is seducing women. I don't think that's part of the game. But he's going to be flirty. He's going to be flirty. He's going to be using his charm, and there's a lot of social aspects because that's what Hitman is on a lot of fronts. Because Hitman has incredibly good like NPCs for crowd dynamics and roles and different hierarchies of roles within the NPCs and stuff like that. So that's always, I thought, has been one of the strengths of Hitman.
Yep. Hello, Touch.
Yeah, right? Oh, those James Bond films are so good. Hold on, I gotta go check on the oven. I got something in there. I'll be back in one quick second.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to switch the screen over, and you can watch me wasting my time here in this beautiful Vuros desert, collecting green crystals. And having played a bit of this game now, I think I'm probably 2/3 of the way through. I gotta say, I am having fun with it. The complaints we've been hearing online, they are valid, but the game isn't as bad as they made it sound. I'm having a really good time with this. And while I do wish they hadn't done this whole desert thing, overall the gameplay is fun. These graphics are absolutely gorgeous. I do wish there was a little more interconnectivity. This is much like Metroid Fusion was, very linear. You have to, I mean, there is backtracking and such, but you have to go through a specific pattern of progression in order to get through the game. So it seems. I haven't found any ability of sequence breaking. And what I would have done different if the desert had to be included is I would have shrank it so the different zones you explore could actually come in contact with each other and interconnect. I know they want to try playing with the open world concept. Hey, I'm glad they tried something different, but this really doesn't work with the typical Metroid style. Oh, I got some company here.
Yeah, I'm back as well.
Yep. Well, I was talking about enemies, but
oh, I'm not your enemy, although I may distract you a little bit.
Yeah, but the open world, it was a nice try, but it doesn't mesh well with the typical Metroid style of gameplay. And oops, all right, these guys are doing some damage. I need to get rid of them.
I don't know if I'm a huge open world fan, to be honest.
I'm not really either. But I mean, if they wanted to do this somewhat, I was just telling everybody, I would have made the desert smaller, and I would have had all the different areas you that you do explore interconnect to each other, so you would have alternate routes that you can, break through. And the shrines that are out here in the desert, with a smaller desert, you could have had that become a whole zone in and of itself. Like when you figure out the shrines, it gives you access to a labyrinth underneath, which could spread out and also connect to the other areas you explore, giving yourself that interconnectivity with an open world hub in the middle. That's just some ideas I got for if they absolutely, positively had to have a desert in this.
Yeah, because the thing about deserts is they're pretty deserted by
Yeah.
definition. I'm trying to make a pun here, but
Understood.
I've got a new trailer from 4 days ago of James Bond. If you want to watch it, let me know.
Let's pop that up on screen.
Okay, let me bring it up.
Yeah, the crystal quest in this there's no excuse. This was more than it should have been. Here, let me kill that background music before you play that.
Kill it. Put it out of its misery. There you go. So this is James Bond First Light 4 days ago. Coming out.
I have a dramatini. Shaken,
Tuesday.
not stirred.
Right?
I didn't catch your name.
I didn't give it. Bond is immature and reckless. Headstrong. Thrill-seeking. Issues with authority.
Meet our new star, Air Crewman Bond. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I want to make you a spy.
St. John Smythe, my dear. 009 is a master manipulator.
To catch him, we're going to need eyes everywhere.
When you're ready, Bond.
What about the girl?
A means to an end.
That's an interesting pickup line.
Whatever his endgame is, we won't see it coming.
There
That
you
looks like
go.
straight up Bond.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on brand. And one of the bad guys is Lenny Kravitz, believe it or not. Not joking. Literally Lenny Kravitz.
Cool. You know what? I'm going to put up some other music here.
Yeah, that James Bond theme gets me pumped up.
What's up, Liverpool?
Hey, well, how you doing, Liverpool?
I'm okay.
You sure? Sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
No, there's something in my lungs.
That doesn't sound good.
Hopefully it's oxygen.
There's some of that too.
That's not a bad start. What have you been up to?
Well, I had a 12-hour overnight shift, and I hadn't fallen asleep by like 4. So then I thought, I'll go take a nice warm shower to like relax me, and then maybe I'll go to sleep. And then I immediately fell asleep in the hot shower.
Oh.
And like woke up all kinds of weirdly sore and like waterlogged. And yeah, I mean, I did get 4 hours of 4-ish hours on and off probably. I was probably drifting in and out of REM, who can say.
I remember one time I was exhausted and I went to take a shower, and I just kind of leaned into the corner, closed my eyes, and dozed off on my feet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was lucky I didn't fall over.
Yeah, lately with the kind of sleep I've been getting, I will occasionally just like fall off the couch forward.
Yeah, don't do that. That's usually not a...
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no, I would certainly classify it as suboptimal. What are we listening to?
This is the track from Axiom Verge.
That is intense. The levels are kind of
Kind of what?
oh, well, the music's a little bit loud relative to your voices.
Oh,
Okay. I'm not. Well, I don't want you to.
there we go.
I want to come in and be like, "Hey, Wrangler, here's how." Let me
Hey,
tell
you
how to run
kids,
your
turn the
stream."
noise down.
Yeah, exactly.
You party animals!
I'm trying to sleep on my couch over here.
Yeah, if the noise is too loud, sometimes I can't tell unless I don't know unless somebody tells me,
Hey, Wrangler, the music's too loud. What? The music's too loud.
The fruit is real sound? What?
Yeah, my sleep cycle's been fucked up all week as well. Like, I've been falling asleep like at 5 o'clock in the morning, which is not good. And like waking up at 2, 3 in the afternoon, which is a terrible time to start your day. And I can't get out of the cycle. Like, getting out of the cycle is the hard part.
I've just been like sleeping about 2.5 hours a day
No, that's not good.
for like 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah. Aren't you afraid you're going to get sick?
I'm not doing it on purpose. I try to go to sleep and I can't. And I'm already sick, and I'm pretty sure that the reason I'm still sick is because of the amount of sleep I'm getting. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's not good, man. Hope you're gonna figure that out sooner than later.
Well, I tried sleeping pills, and what was the one thing that kind of helped? I was getting 4 hours. I figured out one thing that let me get like 4 or 5 hours, which was my mother suggested it because it helped her sleep, and I was like, well, we're genetically quite similar. So I took a magnesium supplement, and for some reason that did help me stay down longer. I've just been forgetting to take it before bed, so I should probably get back to that.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I used to have no problem falling asleep when I was smoking pot, but that was like a year ago. But that came with other issues. Like, usually I'd be groggy in the morning and sleep a little bit too much, but it did help to fall asleep.
Oh no, pot is like a miracle for me when it comes to sleep, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do. First off, I don't like the sensation of being high.
Yeah.
But then also, like, it's just like recently I heard some.
Well, especially with what you have with your lungs right now, I would not recommend it at all.
Well, I mean, I could take an edible.
Oh, well, there's that.
But no, the thing is, if I take pot right before I go to sleep, and I can get myself to sleep before the sensation kicks in, I will sleep like 6 hours or sometimes 7 hours, but I'll feel like I slept a full night, right? I'll feel like amazing in the morning.
That sounds good.
In a way that like I haven't, you know how like when you're in your teens and 20s and you just like you sleep and then you waked up just feeling refreshed.
No, I never actually felt that.
Remember that? Oh, well, damn.
Even when I was a teen, I'd wake up and be like, "Oh, I gotta get up."
Well, pretty much the only thing that can do that for me now is pot. But again, I'm just not like, I don't like the way it makes me feel. And then there's the recent stuff that people have been talking about where it can cause like permanent declines in cognition. And what was it like? It can contribute to dementia and shit.
Yeah, it can also cause what was the other one?
Psychosis.
No, not that one. The other one. It can cause. What is it? Memory loss.
Oh yeah.
I always forget that one.
I thought you were setting up to be like, it can also cause a reefer madness.
Well, I wish. I don't think that's true. I mean, that reefer madness sounds kind of cool.
I know, right? But I mean, there's a pot does enough bad shit to you that like they didn't have to make up reefer madness. Have you ever seen that video?
I have.
Yeah, I mean, one of the first, when you're a teenager, the coolest thing to do is smoke pot and watch Reefer Madness. It's one of the most hilarious films. It's so over the top, and
isn't there? I seem to remember one part where a guy is trying to play like a French horn with his asshole or something.
I don't remember that much of it. I was stoned when I watched it.
I think he was trying to play like a trumpet with his butt, and they're like Reefer Madness.
yeah. You'd think they're actually promoting pot, making it sound cool,
Yeah.
but no.
Now, despite all the super chats I put out there of 420, I actually don't use it anymore.
Don't use pot? You don't smoke? Wait, I thought you smoked recently.
No, I mean I still smoke cigarettes, but I don't smoke pot anymore.
Okay. Well, I stopped smoking like a year ago, and when I say a year ago, I mean like to the day, like almost. I think episode 52 was the last time I smoked, and we're like episode 101, 102, so like real close to an exact year. And it's good to be like free of it, because like when you feel you have to do something, it's never fun.
Yep.
But I would have thought I would have been way. I would have thought I had a clearer mind, or I would have had higher faculties of getting off the weed. But no, turns out I'm still a little bit brain fog and that memory loss.
Yeah, I'm actually way better off now that I stopped.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was way less social, smoking a little bit all the time, and kind of like put me in my own bubble, and I would not be as social with people too.
Yeah. I'm still not properly social, but it doesn't hold me back anymore. I became kind of dependent on it, and it was becoming a problem. It had to go.
Yeah, I think that's when the problem sets in, is when you're just hooked on it and you're dependent on it and you need it and you can't be without it. That's when you're like, okay, this is not a choice anymore.
I've been considering like doing it once just to break this crazy sleep cycle that I'm in. You know?
Well, yeah, that's what I was like. That's why I mentioned it. I'm like, yeah, that actually works for me.
Yeah.
But I'm too afraid of, because I could do that, because I'm in the same situation. Like, I don't fall asleep until 5 a.m. But if I started smoking pot again, I'm afraid I wouldn't stop. Like,
yeah, I'm right there with you. It's like, I don't need it for anything. The shackles are off. Why do I want to put them back on?
Oh, yeah, I'm not afraid of getting addicted. I really dislike the sensation of being on pot, so. I used to love it.
I am afraid of getting hooked back on it because I enjoyed it way too much.
I enjoyed it rather a lot in my early 20s, but then like something shifted in like my mid 20s where like the sensation that I felt changed. And it basically just turned into like my stomach getting hypersensitive and my teeth feeling like they were vibrating in my gums.
What the fuck? That doesn't sound fun at all.
It was not. I do get giggly, but
yeah, that's normal. That's a normal side effect.
But like the cotton mouth is like super intense to the point where like it makes me feel nauseous. like my hyperfixation on like the sensations in my stomach are so intense that I get like waves of nausea and stuff.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm not. If I ever do take it again, it won't be recreationally. It'll be medicinally.
Yeah.
Now, my problem is I would like to, which tells me I shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Wrangler. Same here. Because I've done it in the past. Like, I've gotten off weed before. And then I hit like a milestone event, like, oh, it's my birthday or it's the holidays. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, it's, then you got your excuse. Oh, it's the holidays or it's my birthday. I can, you know, buy myself a gram and just enjoy it. And then obviously after the gram, you're like, well, you know, it's my birthday week, so let me extend it for the week. It's having such a good time. And then you're like, oh, it's my birthday month. And you stop reasoning to you because you can't go to it's my birthday year. That makes no freaking sense. But you just stop giving yourself excuses at that point, and you're just like, I want more.
Hey, Readout.
Yeah, he says, hi, everything is too expensive.
Oh, he missed.
I think I'm just lucky because there aren't a lot of drugs I like. I tried cocaine once.
Oof.
Yeah, it was just like, it just made me paranoid. It made me it felt like Adderall. It felt like all the worst parts of Adderall with none of the benefits.
It tasted like a can of Coca-Cola, original recipe.
Right. It did make my gums numb, so I guess it would be good topically. I guess it would be good topically if you were getting
so if
dental
you
work done.
smoke the marijuana, which makes your teeth vibrate, but you do cocaine to make your gums numb, you're going to be all set there, Looper.
No, because then if your gums aren't gripping the vibrating teeth, they'll just fall out.
It just makes them numb. It doesn't make them stop gripping the teeth, does it?
I know, I'm joking. I don't.
You're starting to sound paranoid there.
No,
How about you use your hand as something other than a handy place to hang your teeth?
you know what drug did feel good was heroin.
You're pulling my strings there, aren't you?
A little bit. I got given like morphine after a car crash. I was in a wreck when I was 16.
Oh, yeah.
And they gave me morphine, and rarely in my life have I experienced such a deep or enduring sense that everything was going to be all right.
Yeah.
It was it was euphoric, and I was like, I sure can never get my hands on more of this. I should not have that.
Well, yeah. It's one of the worst ones. Like, seems to be a point of no return for a lot of people. That and crack. They're also giving out fentanyl in the hospitals now.
What?
Yeah, fentanyl as medicine.
What? Because they don't have enough beds?
I think it's a painkiller.
Well, yeah, fentanyl.
Yeah,
Is
it
an
was being
opiate.
used for that before it was all over the streets.
Yeah, well, it's still being used. Like, they offered my dad some. My dad, who's been had a bad state of health for a couple of years, well, a few decades now. And luckily, he said it didn't do anything for him, so they didn't give him more. But I was like, Jesus, like, what are you guys doing?
Fentanyl's just like hyper concentrated opioid, basically.
What's up with the Bob?
It's like super easy to OD on.
Yeah, yeah, because it takes trace amounts to go to die, basically.
Yeah, it's fucking wacky.
What up?
Hey, how's it going?
What's new and exciting, man?
Do you see that Star Citizen's over $1 billion raise?
No.
What Star Citizens? That sounds like a video game.
It is.
It's
It's
a
a video
video
game.
game. It's not a video game. It's
It's a
been in
vid-
development for
Oh,
like
like mixtape.
10 years.
It's been in alpha for like 15 years or something.
Oh, it's the one with all the expensive spaceships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's they call it spreadsheet in space.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
that's
um,
Eve Online.
Yeah, that's Eve Online.
Okay.
Star Citizen's the one that it funded over like 13, 14 years ago. And has been quote unquote in development since then. It still is not released. And it's the one that what was it? It's like $1,000 ships. And then you get access to more expensive JPEGs, not even actual ships, just JPEGs of the ship that might come one day.
Yeah, that's what we call in the business a scam.
Wow. That's to figure out a way to do NFTs without doing NFTs.
Yeah, well, there's a guy who from Turkey who just went to prison for 45,000 years.
What?
Yeah, so he basically did kind of what Billy Bawb is like describing here, and Luba Burr is mentioning with the NFTs thing. He had a farming simulator where you could buy cows and chickens, and you would get eggs. And so you'd buy them, and it was a bit of a scam where you were supposed to get money returned by selling the eggs and the milk. This is all digital, right? But he also talked about helping the actual farming market in his country. And I think it's Turkey, if I'm not mistaken. And so a lot of investors got into it. They liked the idea. They thought it was a good thing. And so he got a lot of money, hundreds of millions of dollars in the beginning. And people were able to get their money out and get payouts. And so more people invested, seeing that people were actually getting their payout and stuff. And like all scams, once the payouts stop, then everybody stopped putting money into it. And it fell down. I think they had like legal restrictions, things like that kind of slowed kind of halted the payouts. And the guy basically left the country with hundreds of $millions and like was in Dubai in a Ferrari, or some other country, like riding around in a Ferrari, which, is the best way to draw attention to yourself. And he was extradited, brought back to his country, and they gave him a crazy amount of years.
Imagine being so stupid you didn't even look up what country his country, what has other countries have extradition laws for.
Well, he turned himself in too. So
did he?
Yes. They were wanting 48,000 years, but he only got 45,000. Which
does it make a difference at that point?
In?
Say again?
Why did he turn himself in?
I don't know. I saw an A to Z Atozi video, and he did not say why he turned himself in.
I mean, you gotta admit, this does sound like kind of a ridiculous sentence. I mean, 45,000 years.
Yeah, I've never heard of anyone getting that many years. And the dude didn't rape kids or anything.
Yeah, mass
horrible.
murderers don't get that much.
No, he just basically ripped people's money off. So basically, ripping off rich people, which is probably the worst thing you can do in the justice system, is ripping off rich people.
But kind of reminds me, you guys ever see Reindeer Games?
No.
It was with Ben Affleck. He was a car thief, and he was finally getting out of jail. He said, "I can't believe it. There are guys I've seen come in and then leave before me who were rapists and murderers. I stole a car, and I get more time than they do."
Yeah.
There does seem to be some odd sentence lengths that just don't add up.
Oh, yeah.
45,000 years. It's like, that's longer than the existence of the universe, according to some theories.
Right? I mean, Jesus was around 2,000 years ago.
Yep. Yeah, the young Earth creationists think everything's only been around since 6,000 or 7,000 years now.
And well, at the same time, you got the what was it, Minnesota, Somali? I was going to call them pirates. The people who were just like ripping off the Leering Center scams with the children's, health benefit scams, or they were brought into justice, at least 15 of them, for counts totaling about $90 million. So there's 15 of them that are going to justice.
Yeah, they were frauding benefits on stuff for these living centers, the learning centers and shit.
Yeah. And
and
health.
Florida was what was it? It was Medicaid or whatever. They were getting a hold of it and then ordering the stuff, quote unquote, and just pocketing the money off of it.
Yeah, I'm so glad those guys are getting busted.
There's a lot happening in California as well. I think California is probably the worst one. They have the highest economy as well. And the politicians were willfully looking the other way because they're getting their cutbacks as part of the scam too. So hopefully we'll see that being cleared up in California too. But Minnesota's, they're starting to put people away.
I doubt it'll change much.
Thing is, everybody keeps trying to think, hey, we get the right politicians in, we could fix everything. It's like, I mean, it sounds good. I want to think that too, but here's where it probably really matters: your local elections. You got to do it on the local level. That's where all the best changes happen, where you live.
Well, you have to do it from top down as well. And it's really hard to do because you're talking, tens of thousands of counties in every state.
Yeah, and you can't compete financially with other campaigns because if you don't have APAC support, then you don't have the big bucks to compete with the advertising and getting your message out.
Frequency.
But I see everything as a matter of a cultural issue. Uh-oh, what did you just send me?
I sent you something that your current gameplay made me think of.
Hang on. There we go.
Dear Lord. That looks like Pee-wee's bicycle, except it was red.
I just told Grok to put Sam. I took an image of Samus and said, "Put her on a Schwinn bicycle, hyper realistic."
All right, now do a BMX. Just kidding. Don't waste your credits on that. But that's hilarious. She's ready to finally enter the Mario Kart tournament.
BMXs were the best thing in the world, dude. Remember having a BMX gang? All your friends running down the street.
There was even a BMX movie.
That's right.
I said it before, I'll say it again. I miss the 80s.
Yeah.
I am thinking about reading the Heir to the Empire Star Wars book. I might see tomorrow if it's at my library.
Now that's the one with Thrawn, right?
Yeah.
It's the first book of the Thrawn trilogy. or as true fans know it, the actual sequel trilogy.
That sounds good.
It's yeah, it's pretty universally lauded by those that have read it. Yeah,
Which is why Disney will never make it into a movie.
exactly.
Well, they already took Thrawn and fucking ruined him already.
Yeah.
It was
Well, they made sure to
it
burn
was
all
the
the
Ahsoka
bridges.
show. It was Rebels and then the Ahsoka show. That brought Thrawn in.
Did you guys hear about the Grogu movie?
I've heard about it, but nothing all that good.
It's opening pretty terribly. Like 100 and something million or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
Snarky J ripped that apart in her review.
People say it's like 4 episodes of The Mandalorian, except not the best 4 episodes.
Yeah,
Well,
I think the critical
hello,
drinker
guys.
tore it apart.
Hey, James.
The
I just don't get
Mandalorian
how
only
they
had one good season.
I don't get how Disney at any point thought, oh yeah, this is what will open up the return to Star Wars in the theaters
By the way, Ethan, take another look at your DMs.
after 7 years.
I don't know if that was their goal. So their goal with this one, predominantly, from what I got, is that the budget, they kept the budget reasonably low. So it's like TV show budget, but cinematic release.
Yeah, but you got
Uh-huh.
here's the thing. There hasn't been a Star Wars movie in theaters since like 7
Yeah.
years now.
No, because they've been losing money on it. Like they're not going to greenlight losing hundreds of millions of dollars.
Are you sure about that?
Any more than they already have.
Yeah, I seem to recall a movie called The Eternals. Was it
Oh, what a snore fest that was.
That
The
was-
Marvels?
That was dude. That's old though.
The
That's-
Marvels is probably better than Eternals. I don't know. I haven't watched it, but the Marvels at least had Iman Vellani, who is charismatic on screen.
Wow, Billy, you're being outed in the chat right now.
Yeah, Herman P. Hunter, the Lord Ford, says Billy Bob went to see the Mandalorian movie at least 5 times now. He also owns a Grogu plushie collection.
Mm-hmm. Wow. No, I never even watched season 3 or that, what was it, Book of Boba Fett dog shit.
No one watched that shit. I stopped watching at the end of season. Well, exactly
Shame.
when they fired Gina Carano.
Yeah, the end of the season 2. That's that was my final straw.
That's where a lot of people stopped watching.
When they fired Gina Carano, I canceled Disney Plus with that note, like, hey, this is why I'm canceling and not
Oh.
signing back up until you rehire her. And I have not signed back up.
Yeah, from what I hear, you're not missing much with that Disney Plus.
Disney.
Also, Herman, Billy does not have a Grogu plushie. He has the Ahsoka Tano flashlight.
No, he has a gremlin.
You have to clarify which era, or I'm going to jail.
Live action.
'Cause
Well, you could do worse than Rosario Dawson, let's be honest.
Yeah, it could
Do you
be
think that
AOC.
they're literally trying to make these new movies for kids like this?
albeit, funny enough, I still have my Star Wars: The Clone Wars movie poster because my brother got it for me on my birthday. On his brother.
Which movies?
It was so he had Star Wars: The Clone Wars show in like 2002, which was made by like the Samurai Jack dude.
Yeah.
Then you had a 3D animated Star Wars: The Clone Wars show.
Yeah.
It opened up with basically 4 episodes, giving not really much more budget and theatrically released of it. You not know about this one? This is where Ahsoka Tano and all came from.
No, I never watched those. Yeah, I've mostly been limited to watching So I watched obviously the first trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and I went to see the freaking sequel trilogy to my demise. But I also watched the Ewok spin-offs, the Christmas special, the droid TV show. Remember the droids?
So, the Clone Wars,
Yes,
I love the
I
show,
watched that.
but there's like episodes worth watching in it. They're pretty good. Usually the season or opener or the season finale is like a 2-parter, 2 or 3-parter.
I tried watching the series, but I couldn't get hooked on it.
Watch the second Battle of Geonosis, like 2-parter. They're fucking like lighting on the bugs on fire.
Are you talking about the 2-parter where that's animated by Samurai Jack?
No. The 3D
that one's cool.
animated one.
That one I watched a couple of times and I really.
The name you guys are looking for is Guinea Tartarovsky, I think.
Yeah.
That's the name of what?
The
Gindi-
Samurai Jack character.
Gindi or Guinea Tartarovsky is
Okay,
Samurai
gotcha.
Jack guy.
Yeah, yes, that's. I really enjoyed that one because it shows you also a little bit of history where the Force comes from. Like there's a little bit of like back lore on the painted markings on the wall and stuff like that. That's really enjoyed that one, and it's aesthetically so beautiful.
And the
It
magic
still makes me
room.
laugh with General Grievous when they were getting like such conflicting reports from George about what this fucking character is, and they're like, "Oh no, it's like a metal robot assassin dude. He's like trained under Dooku to take out Jedis and stuff."
Which is
He's
why
also,
he
like,
looked different
laughing
between.
and coughing and mustache twirling, and they're like, "What is going on?" All
That's
right.
why he ended up looking different between the shows and the movie.
Yeah, because they were making it while he was producing episode 3.
But yeah, the Clone Wars TV show, like the 3D animated one, kind of retroactively redeemed the prequels a little bit by filling them out and like making them seem less disjointed and bizarre. But man, the prequels still sucked.
The biggest retcon I hate in that the 3D animated one was the clones were having a chip that made them do Order 66 when it's very clearly in even the Revenge of the Sith. They just do it because they're for the love of the game. And the show had to be like, no, guys, the clones you've been like growing with over the seasons, no, they were forced to do it. Mind control, shit.
It was the Empire's MK Ultra.
Mm. But anyways,
See, I thought the
I'm
chips
gonna
were.
actually read the Hair of the Empire. I'm gonna read some EU material.
See, I thought the chips were a good explanation because them just turning on, like a bunch of soldiers turning on their commanders that they're loyal to and have been with for years, strained credulity for me. And, like I was like, that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, and nobody wants
Hold
to
up.
believe. But I'm with Billy. Nobody wants to believe that Fives just suddenly decided to just turn on them or whatever.
To me, it's very blatant retcon. You can like it, but it is.
Sometimes, not all retcons are necessarily bad.
Yeah, what I mean is, it was obviously a retcon, but I would say it was additive rather than detrimental because like it fixed something that didn't make any goddamn sense.
Uh-huh.
I know. I kind of like the idea that Commander Coney was just a dick. He was just like, I'm going to give you your lightsaber. Oh, the Emperor fucking told me to kill you. Anyways, shoot his ass.
Yeah. I remember that's kind of how they treated it in the old school Battlefront 2 game. They had
No.
I
Are you saying agreeing with me or Quentin?
I believe it was you, Billy.
Yeah.
Because they had commentary that just made it seem like they already knew about the order. Sooner or later, we're just gonna have to kill the Jedi.
Yep.
We're all down with it. We don't like it. We're gonna do it quickly, but it needs to be done. Orders over.
So in what James is specifically mentioned, it's Battlefront 2, 2005.
Yes.
In that game, the campaign was basically you following the 501st from Geonosis at the beginning, throughout the Clone Wars, and then into the Empire. And you have like each mission that you're doing is narrated by a 501st clone trooper. He was 100% like, oh yeah, Order 66 finally came down. I forgot what the exact dialogue is like. Oh, I almost kind of feel sad for them, but orders are orders.
Basically, there's multiple ones too. Like when you're on that one jungle planet, that's basically like space Vietnam.
Endor.
No, not Endor.
Wrong.
I think it sounds like
Space Vietnam. You mean Felucia? Like the.
it has like the gigantic mantis creatures on it.
Yeah, Felucia.
Felucia, yeah, that mission. They mentioned it with the chick that you're escorting. Yes, they mentioned Ayla Sakura. It's like she fought with us all the way. It'll be a shame when we have to kill her in Order 66. We'll make it quick. just like that, straight up. Like it's gonna be.
Here's the thing. It does make sense because they are clones of Jango Fett, who's a fucking just asshole as well. So.
Well, anyway, we have been joined by.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. Better, stronger, faster.
What's up, Herman?
What up, Hedge?
Yo. Well, I will say that I like the prequels way, way better than the sequels.
That's a low bar.
That's a safe bet.
Yeah, that's pretty much a unanimous vote. No,
I will say that.
And there's a couple outliers here and there, but
I will say that I like eating potato chips off the ground than off of raw sewage.
I had the more controversial take. I actually like the prequels. Just like
I didn't mind the prequels. I thought that they were okay. I mean, they were entertaining. I can understand.
I didn't mind them either, but I'm not a big Star Wars junkie like everybody else was.
Yeah, no, I have a different opinion.
Fans of it had issues because they had already dug apart the lore and things bugged them for reasons that didn't matter to me.
I don't like them. I think they lower the quality of the whole Star Wars brand for starters. And the whole midichlorian stuff and
that one bugged me.
There's so many. All of the movies have issues. Obviously, Revenge of the Sith
to be
is the
fair
best
with
one.
Midichlorians, it is never mentioned after I think the first movie.
Because they learned their lesson.
They made a lot of mistakes, and George Lucas was left to his own devices, and he was surrounded by yes men, which unfortunately he works better when people push back for what's he's missing, like the emotional side of the story, things like that. And so I'm not saying there's no good things about the prequels, but I think overall they hurt the branding of the films rather than help them.
So, but I think overall, I think it was entertaining. I don't think it was. I mean, it wasn't as good as the first three.
Well, the best part was obviously, Darth Maul, right?
Yeah.
The whole the lightsaber battles were incredible, and I think that was the standout improvement that no one can question.
The dual blade lightsaber.
That was cool.
And everybody that saw that for the first time was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Well,
and the music, Duel of Fates, is just
the
incredible.
OST in the prequels is some of the most recognizable Star Wars tracks as well. It's not accurate.
Yeah,
Most people know Duel of Fates.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Parts of it is great, but as a whole, it doesn't work as a whole.
I'm sorry.
That's pod racing.
I hear Duel of Fates, and it's just Duel of Fates. To me, it's not a Star Wars song. It doesn't register that way with my brain. Like, I know it's a Star Wars song, but it doesn't hit the same as the Dual Suns, like Luke's theme, or like the Han and Leia theme, or pretty much anything from the original.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying objectively, I think it's the most well-known one.
Well, no, it's not as well
my
known as
favorite. My favorite's actually the
dude.
best.
There's no way it's better known than the Darth Vader.
Yeah, I bet you it is.
You think Duel of Fates is better known than the Imperial March?
No, it's not. There's no way.
Now, here's my hot take on midichlorians. I don't mind the concept. I just don't like the way they used it. They used the midichlorian showing this is your potential for how much force use you.
Yeah, but
showing your force use.
Germs.
It
I'm
should
all-
have been.
I'm
This
okay
is
with
indicative of how connected, not how much you can connect.
yeah, I'm okay with midichlorians as long as you don't give them to kids under 18.
Be right back.
You're born with them. You're born with the germs.
But if it was like, hey, they're an indicative of how connected you are to the force, rather than, hey, this is your ceiling for how well you can connect to the force. Like,
Well, it went from
you're
being
just born with it or
magical,
something.
mystical to hey, we have scientific reasons for it. It went from being Star Wars to Star Trek with that line.
Yeah,
I think that's what didn't work for everybody.
I got no problem with something showing a physical indicator of somebody being connected to the force, but they were using it like, hey, because you have this much, you can be more powerful than this guy, rather than the more powerful you become, the more they find.
I think
there.
a lot
I don't
of
mind
people.
an indicator.
I think a lot of people misunderstood what midichlorians were as well, because
It's also supposed to be.
I remember at the time people seemed to think that like George Lucas was saying, the Force comes from midichlorians, but if you pay attention, it's
It
just
comes through them.
That's not even what the midichlorians are is they just gather at sources of potential force power. They're microorganisms that are attracted to the force. So the amount you have in your blood tells them how much force power you have in your blood. They don't cause the force. And I think that's why a lot of people were pissed. They thought George Lucas was saying that midichlorians cause the force, which is
But aren't they connected directly to the wills?
to the what?
The wills.
Oh, I don't think so, but I might not be remembering something you're remembering.
I heard something about the wills, and the wills are part of the force lore, and the wills pretty much facilitate everything. But again, it's been so long since I looked at this stuff. I'm only kind of half remembering stuff here.
Oh, Wrangler, take a look at your DMs.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I looked it up. I believe this is the line through the midichlorians telling the host. No, that's not the exact line. I looked it up on like the Wikipedia or whatever. Now here it is. Midichlorians are a microscopic life form that reside within all living cells. Without midichlorians, life could not exist, and we would not know knowledge of the Force. They continuously speak to you, telling you the will of the Force.
Oh, that's fake.
Vague.
That's gay. That's gay.
I also, it's still not as bad as Disney's retcon of lightsabers or like Harry Potter wands. They choose the master.
Oh yeah, like in that fucking scene with the what the hell was the name? What was the name? The acolyte, where the lightsaber changes as she's like changing to the dark side. I'm like, that's not how not how kyber crystals work.
Oh no, that's another even worse change of retcon from Disney. So the whole reason that there's red kyber crystals is because they make the lightsaber bleed the crystal.
What the fuck?
Yes.
The reason Sith have red lightsabers is because they have to artificially create their kyber crystals because they don't have access to Jedi temples.
Yes, I know. I'm saying what Disney retconned it to, which is incredibly stupid.
When Disney retcons something, the ret stands for retarded.
Disney target.
I hope that fucking KOTOR remake is just dead in the water forever.
They're remaking KOTOR? What the fuck?
This was like years and years ago, but they were starting to remake KOTOR. And they hired one of the one of the chick who said that she was raped on a video game.
Oh, are you talking about Anita Sarkeesian?
No, Arnita Sarkeesian. It's one of the other ones from like Gamergate shit. They hired her as the writer for it.
But basically, some sweet baby shit.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. I remember those guys.
I'm like, I'm glad that it got shit canned. I hope to God it never comes back.
Yeah, the Black Flag remake looks like it's fucking stupid.
And EA killed a fan project that was actually remaking the KOTOR, but a 1-to-1 remake in like I think Unreal 4 at that time.
Yeah, and they're like, "No, you can't do that, bro."
Yep. They sent a cease and desist. I got fucking shit canned. I was like, oh no.
That
Because
blows.
of that fucking remake was being in production.
They're shooting themselves in the foot, which is sad because George Lucas was super accepting of fan projects and anything that was inspired by Star Wars, as long as they didn't profit from it, make toys from it, he was like, do because that's how he got started in movies. It's by doing stuff that inspired him and doing takes on other stuff.
Yeah.
Has there been?
That reminds me of a video game company I know.
Has there been any good fucking like fan Star Wars films since Disney purchased it?
Yeah, I think so. There's there's one that's about X-Wings. So it's TIE Fighter versus X-Wing fight, and it's anime style. That one's good. That one's actually very, very good.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for Disney to remake the original trilogy and make it like uber woke. I'm not lying.
You're probably hoping they do it at this point just so you could point at it and laugh.
I do. I just want the companies to be so over blatant with the politics, and I mean so blatant that like normal people who know none of this shit will start really, really noticing it. Going, what? That's what I want.
Notice.
I mean, people are noticing now, but probably not fully to the degree that you got in mind.
Okay, so the TIE Fighter anime
Yeah.
came out. Well, I've got it here on YouTube 9 years ago, but it just says remastered, so maybe a second version of it. I can pull it up if you want, but it's got Star Wars music. So
Star Wars games have also been like dog shit because
they've always been dog shit. Though
it was I think a 8 or 10 year deal that EA had exclusive to Star Wars.
Well, the only good one that they ever made was the Trench one, like the first arcade game that was vector based. That one was really cool. You had the cabinet, you could sit in it, and it was low graphics, it was low resolution because it's from the 80s, but you had the whole trench.
Are you saying the only good Star Wars game?
It's the only good Star Wars game I've ever seen.
No.
Hey, Frequency.
Yeah.
I just sent you the original of that other one I sent you. The other one I modified with AI. That's the original.
All right, I'll check it out.
I think you're gonna have a lot of people with some torches and pitchforks. Frederick's name.
Well, that one's actually kind of cool.
Good Star Wars game.
Yeah, well, I didn't play them all.
Hey, are
But,
you
like,
saying the one I sent you isn't cool?
The ones
Yeah,
on Super
like-
Nintendo were kind of bad. Like they weren't very good. Like the Super Nintendo Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. They were pretty mediocre.
You should play the Dark Forces too.
And that showed the AI one I made.
No, that's all right.
I'm not gonna play any Star Wars games because I hate the brand now. Like I don't want anything to do with that world. Like I don't want to spend time playing Star Wars, even if it was the best freaking game. I don't want to do it anymore. I hate Star Wars now.
You know what? I feel the same way. There's a sickening feeling when I think about it.
Yeah.
Well, they literally want me dead. Like they hate me to a vitriolic extent where they want me dead. Like how am I going to give them either my money or my time? Like no fucking way. They can go right in hell.
Yeah, I mean,
I
don't
still haven't
blame
seen
you.
Andor.
No one saw Andor.
Yeah, no one saw it.
I heard it was good though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, well that's what they say about all their products.
Well, I heard there were screws. You could see the screws, and they just, completely killed the immersion.
Is this
I don't know.
something you want us showing, Frederick?
Yeah, but I mean, you might want to skip the intro to avoid getting the music. But the animation is incredible. Now, this is what Billy Bob was asking: has there been any good fan films? I think this is the best fan film I'm aware of. I know there are others, but this one has got to be the best. It's just a fight sequence in space, but it's so damn good, and it's anime style too. Really well done.
I think I saw that robot in Space Force.
I don't know if we want to watch the entire thing.
Well, you can wait until the TIE fighters and the X-Wing start shooting it out. It's worth. You don't have to watch the whole 7 minutes of it, but it's pretty damn good. Of course, it's anime style. You got to like anime.
Yeah. So this is clearly a labor of love for somebody.
Yeah. And it's still better than anything Disney's ever made.
Yeah, that's why it can get people in trouble.
Well, it makes them look bad.
Yeah, and they don't need anybody to make them look bad. They could do that perfectly fine on their own.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Oh my gosh,
They got it handled.
I've seen this in an animated GIF before. I've seen this as a meme where it's like a Linux user starting their computer.
No, really. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, they went to a lot of detail with all, like even the movies. You never see all the technical, intricate.
Jump ahead here.
Like technical, freaking
Intricacies.
machine. Yeah, the machinery behind the jets and all that. And there's a lot of nice zooming in and out of the vehicle from the point of view of the pilot. Great camera
Pew
shots.
pew 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 pew.
Thank you for the effects there, Ed. Quick,
Pork and snow.
Bang, bang.
They still got monochrome screens. We can't get color on these.
Die, rebel scum.
It would have been great if they put Dark Helmet in here somewhere.
Well, he's coming out
Give
in
it
a
all
sequel
this
too.
Seriously well done fan-made film of Star Wars, and all of a sudden Spaceballs characters start showing up.
Yeah, but they kind of missed out an opportunity just not calling it the Search for More.
Yeah,
Money.
that was a bad move. I don't know why they fucked up.
I'm
with
surprised by that.
They had set us up for like 30 years or some shit, and you're just gonna we just changed it. It's like, oh, this has got to be another one of those fucking like boardroom meetings that fucks everything up.
Yeah, somebody clearly loved what they were doing with this one.
Yeah.
Or if they didn't love what they were doing, they loved the concept enough to put themselves through doing this.
Yeah, the guy did not get paid for this. I don't think he could even put ads on it because it's it's Star Wars.
Yeah, I hope he didn't get what are they called?
DMCA'd.
DMCA'd, yeah.
No, I
guess if he did, we wouldn't be able to see this now.
I mean, I know
They can't make any money off of it because
I know Star Wars Theory got flagged for his. He did a Vader fan film. He asked permission from Lucasfilm. They said yes. He put it online and he got struck.
And weird.
No, it's not weird because it's the lawyers. So the company that strikes is not part of Disney. It's a separate company that strikes. people who are in their bank of songs to surveil on the internet. And so him getting permission did not give him a whitelist off of the. So it's just the fact
permission doesn't mean permission anymore, pretty much.
Basically. So he was able to fight it and win, but they put ads on his. So he didn't have ads on it because it's not his stuff. Yeah. He got struck, DMCA'd, and they put ads on his stuff. So
that's typical YouTube.
He didn't want ads. They forced ads on it and made money off of his stuff where he never made any money. And he put $1 million into that fan film.
Wow.
I remember that.
Yeah, Star Wars Theory. I think he's working on the second one, but it wasn't that great. I didn't find it that great of a film, sadly. Like, he does a lot of things well. He would be a good producer. He'd be a good something, but like the story was not like it didn't hook anybody in. I don't think.
Paul Johnson, Ryan Johnson's not retarded cousin.
Who would you guys, if they, if Disney did the smart thing and scrapped the sequel trilogy and decided to make the Thrawn trilogy as movies, who do you think? Who do you think they should cast? Who would you cast as Mara Jade?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Sydney Sweetie.
No. Sydney Sweetie.
Zendaya.
Oh my god. Well, here's the thing: you're gonna have to recast Luke, Han, and Leia as well.
Just gonna cast absolutely everybody with Don Knotts.
I don't know. I think Kathleen Kennedy would make a great Luke.
Yeah.
Sucking on her blue milk. And,
I mean, those films will get made, but they're going to be fan films in AI.
You know what? I'd cast the chick who's in the Jurassic World movies.
But
she would actually kind of work.
Ron Howard's kid?
With the mother or the child?
The redhead.
Yeah, I think it was Ron Howard's daughter, right?
She also played Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man.
You're not talking about the first film, though, are you?
No.
Okay, I didn't see any of the other ones.
Talking about the one with what's his name in it?
Jurassic World, not Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, said World.
I'm blanking out.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
Now, the main reason is she has big tits. Her tits were so big that they had to fucking edit the Jurassic World poster to make them smaller.
The dinosaurs look too small in comparison.
They did that with Lindsay Lohan in the Herbie movie. Disney digitally shrunk her chest because they thought her breast size was inappropriate.
Well, didn't they do that to the what's her name, the blue chick from Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, that was they didn't.
Karen Gillian.
They didn't do it digitally though. They strapped down her tits, like they put us like a lesbian.
Put her in a cup reducer,
like a female to male, like strapped down.
They wrapped her chest.
A chest wrapper, yeah.
Oh. Poor Amy Pond.
I mean, they could have photoshopped the posters as well. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, if I remember, it was like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It was very clearly like a dude's bod, not hers.
No, clearly. Yeah. But at least her skin is blue, so that would work for Thrawn. She could be a
Big Tits McGee from Jurassic World. That's who I picked.
She could be a female version of Thrawn, which would be totally Disney-fied. You know, that would fit. Girl boss.
And then I'd cast Robert Downey Jr. as Luke Skywalker, but Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder as Luke Skywalker.
How about Christina Hendricks?
You have to pull them up.
Christina Hendricks is a little too, like, I don't know how to put this. She's like a little too sensual for Mara
Top
Jade.
heavy?
No.
Top heavy?
No, Luke Skywalker has to be played by Pedro Pascal.
Ugh.
Yes.
No. So Christina Hendricks is, I mean, I just don't see her doing action very well. Like,
she did well in Firefly.
I mean, what were her
She
action
actually went
scenes?
toe to toe with Mal.
she had like one fight scene, I think, with Mal, and that was kind of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but she pulled it off quite well. And again, this was back in her prime with Joss Whedon directing when he was at the top of his game. So.
Yeah, I think Chick from Jurassic World might be better choice for Mara Jade, just in terms of like attitude.
And tits.
All the chicks I used to.
It does not have to do with tits because Christina Hendricks has an impressive chest.
Yeah, and I can't give you good suggestions. All the chicks that all the celebrity crushes I had are now past their prime and wouldn't be right for the part anymore. And probably don't look the part anyway. I doubt Tia Carrera or Salma Hayek would look the part of Mara Jade.
For Netflix, I guess.
Okay, a Netflix version, fine. But no, it's not fine. They don't look the part of the character.
Nah, if you're gonna do the Netflix version, it's got to be what's her name? From the
Lizzo before she got in shape.
Lizzo,
huh?
So
No,
Lizzo
no.
before she got in shape.
well, she could play one of the Huts.
Yeah, not Lizzo. The black chick from the Ghostbusters, female Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, what was her name? Leslie
God,
something? Was it Leslie something?
Yeah.
Is that her name? Leslie
Jones.
Leslie, yeah.
Something like
Hold
that.
Hold up. This will be our Netflix, you know.
Oh, the one that Milo Yiannopoulos said looked like a gorilla.
Wasn't wrong.
There you go, Frequency. The Netflix.
Yeah, but all I see a gorilla picture. Show us the actress.
There you go. There's your new Mara Jade. And Disney, do it. I swear to God, do it.
He's too old.
Nah, but this is the Netflix version.
Yeah, with Jane Goodall.
Frequency, show the image I just sent. That's Christina Hendricks.
I can't show it right now because I'm not at my computer. I'm outside.
Oh.
I'll be able to do it once I get back to the keyboard.
I'm looking at it. That's not Christine Hendricks.
What?
Yes, he's still sharing my stuff.
Oh.
That's Bryce Dallas Howard from Jurassic World.
Yeah.
There you go. You can have. That's who I would actually pick as Mara Jane.
Yeah, that 100% works.
Hey, how about, what do you guys think of Haley Atwell?
Don't know who that is.
She played Agent Carter.
No.
Agent Carter? In what?
No. Absolutely.
She doesn't even have red hair.
I know, but I knew it would get Billy going.
I mean, they can dye that. Come on,
they
guys.
can dye it.
No, actually, Haley Atwell, she's a gorgeous babe.
Yeah,
and she can act, but she's not right for the part.
They wouldn't force her to wear contacts or anything.
But it's more than just the hair color being redhead. It's about the skin tone. It's about you know the eyelashes and
it's about being right for the part.
And there's like you know, freckles and stuff like that.
Also, who was this chick? Was she in Captain America?
Yeah,
Yes.
she was Agent Carter.
Oh,
Peggy Carter.
God, it's getting worse. Look.
That's not exactly how she looked in this, though, but she was also in Mission Impossible. And she has played the badass babe type a couple of times where she wasn't the girl boss, she was the badass babe. There's a difference. Girl bosses aren't fun. Badass babes are a lot of fun. If you want a classic badass babe, we could all look at Angelina Jolie's Tomb Raider. I know they weren't the best movies, but you know what? They were fun.
They weren't, but Angelina Jolie really fucking loved the role. And was actually wanted to be more how do I say this fan service with the movie than they let her.
Yeah, they don't need to lean that hard into fan service. So I'm glad they didn't let her.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Perhaps, but if they let her, those images would be burned in my mind. I have a tough enough time keeping it clean already.
Fuck it, I'll just recast Leia and just have it be Angelina Jolie.
I don't know if Angelina Jolie.
Why is she suddenly brown? I don't know. I don't
Have you
care.
seen Angelina Jolie lately?
Yeah, she's not.
She's not Tomb Raider shape anymore.
Hold up. Let's say in this fucking magical casting, we're casting at the perfect, point of each actress. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Catherine Bach.
You got to pull up these images when these women you're saying.
Oh, the original Daisy Duke.
As who?
I don't know. I just threw out a good-looking chick. Well, when in her prime.
Regulars just
Another one,
throwing out
Linda
names.
Carter. Linda Carter in her prime. She can play whoever she wants.
Luke Skywalker. Did she play Luke?
Okay, within reason. If we're really going for actresses, but in their prime, how about Barbara Eden?
How about that that chick from Game of Thrones who was also in the Star Wars sequels, the Brienne of Tarth, but cast her as Darth Vader?
No.
Danny DeVito is Han Solo.
No. You, if you're gonna have someone be Darth Vader, actually,
Danny DeVito would actually be good as Jabba the Hutt.
Oh wait, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger as Han Solo and Chewbacca.
See, you can't have Darth Vader be Trump because they still got to do the Vader redemption stuff, right?
And Darth Vader doesn't have any hair,
So they need to cast Stalin as Darth Vader, right? See, them doing that is saying, oh, of course he did all this horrible stuff, but he was a true communist, at the end. All right?
might as well hire Adolf Hitler while you're at it to be able to play.
No.
He could play Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Because they can't have him redeem himself.
I suggest Colbert for Sidious. Darth Sidious.
Oh no, but if we're doing a
Darth
casting
Sidious.
bullshit, right?
Jim Carrey as Jar Jar.
You can't have any of the lefties be in the villain roles,
How about Bruce Willis as Jar Jar?
Oh, that's simple. Just cast Trump for all of them.
John Knotts as Obi-Wan.
No, not. You got to have Elon Musk in there. Oh, Elon Musk will be.
He'd be Han Solo.
No,
yeah,
he'd
be Han Solo.
Because he's the rich evil billionaire, and Jabba was the evil rich, fucking crime lord.
Oh, Bill Gates could be the little creature next to Jabba.
Salacious Crumb.
Yes. Played by Bill Gates.
How the fuck do you remember that name, James?
I don't remember.
Because it's such a wild name, Salacious Crumb.
Yeah, well, it's a movie where a character's name is Porkins.
Well, it sounds like food, basically, is what you're saying.
Salacious Crumb, Porkins.
Oh, Billy, I took that image that you found, and then I modded it into this. I don't know if you want to show it or not, but
Yeah, but I got Christina Hendricks on screen right now.
Yeah, I think mine works better. The Bryce Dallas chick.
no, that is Bryce Dallas. Oh,
No, I'm talking about the one Frequency showing.
Yeah, this is Christina Hendricks.
Yeah, no, my point was Christina Hendricks is quite a lot chestier than Bryce Dallas Howard.
Some makes bandages, and we fix that.
Now, what else were you pointing to that you wanted on screen?
Oh, here. I took the image of Bryce Dallas Howard that Billy found, and I made mods to it until it was Mara Jade.
Okay, hang on.
Man,
it works. Billy got the cast that Mara Jade has.
Isn't she in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, like playing the drummer?
Yeah, actually. Yes, actually, that's
was she the drummer in that?
Yeah,
I think so.
She was always pissed off at Scott for dating underage girls. Knives.
No, that wasn't her. That was a whole different.
No, that was definitely not Bryce Dallas Howard.
I mean, it looks like this chick we're looking at now.
I guess a little bit, but a little bit more baby faced. The other girl,
Allison Peel. That's the name of the chick you're thinking of.
But I mean, Scott Pilgrim versus the World was like 60 years ago, so it's been a while.
Not that long.
Something like that.
Well, like here's the image of Mara Jade. One of the images of Mara Jade I was using as a reference when doing that. I sent it to Frequency.
Oops. And every time I close my share window, you send another one.
So you see, she does actually have goggles in most of her action reference images.
Just remember, this is what Disney stole from us.
I know.
To give us Rey.
Man.
Yeah, that was the cope that I heard. I was like, well, now we're never getting Mara Jade because Luke Skywalker was a lonely sack of shit on an island, I guess. And somebody was like, well, Rey was, kind of sort of a replacement for Mara Jade. I'm like, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Out your fucking mouth. Remember when they announced they brought her Daisy Ridley back a couple of years ago, saying we're going to bring her to another Star Wars movie, and she was so happy, and then nothing came of it.
Oh yeah, because it was the fucking dumbass Indian chick who was going to direct it.
Oh yeah, she like she's off the project now, and I think the project is no longer.
Because it was supposed to be a Rey solo movie or whatever.
I feel bad for Daisy Ridley.
I
do. I actually don't hate the performance in the Star Wars movies. And
she didn't do anything against the fans personally. She was never she wasn't as bad as some other actresses. Well, she wasn't bad at all. Like I don't think she was partaking in any of that shit.
She didn't go out. She didn't run her mouth. She didn't shit talk fans. She just did her job, and I can't shit on her for that. Plenty of people do for some reason. I guess because they really, really hated the sequels, but so did I. And
I shit on the character, but I don't really on her. I thought.
Oh yeah, the character was.
Yeah. No, they did her dirty. I mean, besides her, I don't even know she got paid that well for Disney because they don't pay that well now. But her career is basically finished. It's over because she's pigeonholed as Rey now, and there's so much like bad juju around her image that no one's gonna hire her.
Well, none of them remember. She thought that she was going to get a bunch of calls after Rise of Skywalker, and like no one was calling. None of the agents.
No, she's not gonna bring people in to movies.
Yeah, that's the other.
Get screwed by that.
That's really the other problem is that they really don't have any stars that will bring people into these movies. I mean, they got Pedro Pascal. That's it.
Does he really bring in anyone?
I don't think so because he's spread way too thin.
I don't think we regard celebrities the same way now as we did before 2020.
Yeah, same.
I think we have celebrity fatigue.
Pretty much. And let's face it, it's social media. They got on there and couldn't figure out how to shut up.
Yep.
You see Pedro Pascal dancing like a gay guy with a rainbow baton. It's like, I'm done. I don't want to see him in anything anymore.
Nobody really does anymore.
I mean, he's not a bad actor. He did Reed Richards pretty well, but he's also exhausting and shitty.
He wants us dead. Like he hates us. Like he wants us literally dead.
Yeah.
Like it's the same. I mean, Samuel Jackson, great actor, but he was also getting to the point where he was getting shoved in every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I was getting tired of seeing it. It's like I don't even care if you're doing good in this movie or not. Same thing was starting to happen with certain video games and stuff.
You're getting sick and fucking tired of all that Samuel L. Jackson in those motherfucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
Say it. Say you're sick of Samuel Jackson in those motherfucking movies one more time.
Mm. I was even annoyed to see him voicing a fucking hammerhead shark in The Boys.
That is a tasty burger. Mind if I wash it down with this delicious drink?
The one thing that might make me go see a Star Wars movie again was if Quentin Tarantino did it. That's probably the only thing that would bring me back.
They wanted Quentin Tarantino to do a Star Trek.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a script for Star Trek.
Well, it's specifically based off of the I think original trilogy and TNG did the same type of episode with them devolving into like their base creatures, whatever. So like Picard turns into like a fucking lemur or some shit.
Yeah,
that's kind of like
turns
that
into some
Voyager
like
episode.
Oh god, the Voyager episode where Janeway and Tom Paris have egg babies.
Yeah, I hated that one. That was so dumb.
And they never mentioned it again.
And that was smart.
It's because they all got high and they left Ricardo to write that script for the episode.
Who wrote that script?
Fuck it, we're at production. We can't stop it now.
Robert Picardo.
Seriously?
No, I'm just fucking. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably that because keep in mind, like DS9 and Voyager and I think other shows, they sometimes use leftover like scripts for episodes. Sometimes there's some DS9 episodes, some of the worst ones that very much feel like a leftover episode idea from TNG.
They got to run out of ideas sometimes in that room, so you got to get them from somewhere.
All right.
That's when you have Majel Roddenberry come over and pitch another Luoxana Troy episode.
Which what was it? The Steel Show or whatever. I forgot the name of it. It was that Brady Bunch and Star Trek. They were all using each other's sets and props and stuff because they're all on the same
studio company. So you had like the one show. It's like I forgot what was it? Is it still Magnolias? They had an episode where evidently he finally goes back to his house and it's just the Brady Bunch house.
I know a couple of props from The Last Starfighter show up in Next Generation.
You mean the movie The Last Starfighter?
Yep. There's one in particular where it's like these two triangular metal pieces that have like translucent plastic tubes running between them, and then they have like lights traveling along them like in sequence, and that specifically is both in TNG and the Last Starfighter, like immediately recognizable.
The Death Blossom.
I missed the caves of Star Trek with TNG, DS9. Those ugly fucking clay red dirt.
What?
TNG and DS9, they kept using the set for the cave system.
Oh, the caves.
Yeah, and it's the red clay dirt is what it was on the ground, whatever they were using. Like, well, if you don't like the look of this place, strap in because you're going to see a lot of it watching the series. With their foam rocks.
Right.
Yeah, but they were different planets because there were different color filters over the lens.
No, they didn't even go through that trouble. They quite literally, it's the same. They didn't even put a change colors at all. Sometimes they would change a different type of cave every now and then, and would swap between them. Let's get over that gap. Come on, Frequency. I would have laughed if you fucking missed that and fell down and died. Would have brought me great joy.
Well, you would have had some good laughs earlier when I was getting used to that. Because I was dropping left and right during an escape sequence. It did not go well.
You know what makes me reluctant to read the DS9 novels is supposedly things didn't work out between Bashir and Ezri.
Oh, you telling me the simp cuck and the chick who went after him after she had sloppy.
Oh boy!
She slimed off of a
Wharf.
Didn't work out. Shucks. Color me surprised. I'm not gonna lie. That final season made me lose all respect for Bashir. Where he's like, well, I couldn't get Juxia. Well, I guess
Get
you
Ezri.
just banged Worf, and you're like, oh, I love you, Bashir, and he's like, I guess I'll settle down now for this 12-year-old looking boy.
Wesley?
Ezri was not unattractive.
I don't think attracted enough for.
She was certainly no Jadzia.
I don't think it's attractive enough that she just banged Worf and now wants to be with you, and you know.
That's gotta leave traces of DNA in the womb, man.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'd be like, okay, well, yeah, I would, yeah, we can go out, but I'm gonna need you to like douche a little bit, and we're gonna give it a month to heal.
Damn.
Here, I share in frequency. Or Frederick, one of you.
Yeah, hold on.
I said that, and then I remembered we're like on a show.
What?
You said what?
Huh?
Yeah, I missed it, and I think you're making me glad that I missed it. So are you talking about the sloppy seconds?
She's the one that dated Worf. What? I missed that part.
No, Juxia. Okay, hold on. There you go. Juxia is the one you followed through most of the show. She dies in the end of season 7.
She dyes her hair or what?
She is killed by
when she sleep with Worf, right?
No,
she was married to him.
Yes, she was married to Worf. She got killed.
Well, that makes sense.
And then to save the Dax symbiote, while they're in transit, this chick who was never supposed to have a symbiote got the Dax, and she comes back to the station as Ezri Dax, and then she and Worf do like the super forbidden thing that you're not supposed to do if you're a Trill, which is hook back up. And then things don't work out with Worf, and she's like, actually, Julian, I think I'm in love with you.
And which one's Julian?
Julian Bashir, the doctor.
Yeah. Julian.
Oh,
he actually
isn't he a
Game of
hologram?
Thrones, by the way.
No, he's not a hologram. That's the doctor.
There's a
that's the Voyager doctor.
Oh.
There is an episode where Bashir is up for, like, they're considering using Bashir as the template for an EMH. Yes, that was in one episode though.
No, but I was thinking of probably the Deep Space Nine doctor.
Yeah, this is the Deep Space Nine doctor here.
Well, I'm mixing up Deep Space Nine and the other one.
Voyager.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Robert Picardo.
Yeah, the one who's like has no emotions and is like humorless.
The episode you're talking about, Quentin, is where they actually, it was a retcon, but it was to retcon to explain why he's like super intelligent, which is he's basically a genetically enhanced human, like Khan was from the originals.
Yep. His parents and they managed to finagle it so that he can stay in Starfleet.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's getting ready. Like they almost kick him out, but then they're like, "No, Bashir, you can stay." And he's like, "What's going on?" And his parents are like, "Yeah, we agreed to go to prison so that you could keep your commission."
Well, not to prison, to a prison colony.
Yeah,
big difference, man.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if they're really in a chain gang. They're just kind of like vacationing on.
I don't remember that episode.
It is in like season 3 or 4.
Huh.
I think season 3. Oh no. It is season 4, I think, because that's when it was like the first Voyager crossover episode. Anyways, I don't think this is enough to take the she just jumped off of Worf's dick, going.
Right, yeah. So the next when we begin the next session and we have to like go into that dungeon, we should be like, Otter, there had better be some floor buttholes in this dungeon.
Saying that out of context on the show is not great.
Not everyone understands what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't play the game with you guys. I don't
Well,
know
that
what you're
was
talking about.
that was like half the point of saying it. I'm gonna be real. So in Otter's D&D game,
I didn't ask for an explanation, by the way.
in Otter's D&D game, in one session, there were like these starfish under the ground, and the only way you could tell that they were there to avoid them was you could see their mouths. But the way that Otter described them, they sounded like anuses. And we were like, okay, so there's floor buttholes. The cultists clearly come in here to goon.
Well, there was also a magic mirror that whatever you wished for it came true.
Who's
like having a gooning mirror?
Who's playing Blue Monday? Is that coming over? Is that coming over the stream?
I'm not hearing Blue Monday. Are you sure it's not a tab open?
It was a tab open, yeah. It just
How
started, and
does
I'm
it
like, I
feel?
hope that's not playing on the stream. That's some serious copyright stuff right there.
Hey, frequency.
Yeah.
How does it feel to goon to floor buttholes?
Oh no. You know what? Couldn't tell you. I don't want to know.
Anytime I think of that song, this is so bizarre. Anytime I think of that song, I don't think of like the original music video. I think of the Utena anime music video from like 1997.
How bizarre.
Ding 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 ding. How bizarre, how bizarre.
Got Brian McCoppin in the chat. Says, look at this lovely crowd.
What's going on, Brian? Good to see you. I just got my copy of Book of Oliver delivered to my steps yesterday.
Just got my copy of Book of Olives yesterday.
Yes,
yeah, as long as he's not McCoppin a feel.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that he got interviewed by Krista McTiernan?
No.
Yeah, you could see the interview on YouTube.
Sweet.
So, that's my good deed for the day.
You do good deeds?
Yeah.
Why?
Are you supposed to be doing these every day?
Well, I didn't run over a dog the other day, so I consider that a good deed.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's nice.
Depends on
depends on
how Muslim you are.
I must be doing that good deed every day. Well, except for that one day.
Not running over a dog is two good deeds because a dog lives and dogs are wonderful, and it pisses off Muslims.
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean? Not running over a dog pisses off Muslims?
Bro, they like mass murder dogs and like
News
lay them
to
out
me.
in the street. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they hate dogs. Like as soon as they get like numbers in, like you see it in London and France, they bring Sharia law and they hate dogs and they let you know, and they hate on women having their hair out. They're real polite when there's two of them in the country, but as soon as they get like they're not the minority anymore, dude, they're imposing their laws and their beliefs, and they don't like dogs, they don't like bacon, they don't like women showing their hair.
I never heard this about dogs before. That's news to me.
Yes, no. The in the Quran, apparently you're only allowed to have dogs for hunting and for herding.
Yeah, Muhammad was gay and his boyfriend hated dogs, so he hated dogs.
They see them as dirty as pigs and stuff like that.
I knew they didn't like pigs, which is fine because that means more bacon for me.
I mean, they don't like cats either. They just don't run into cats the same way you run into dogs in public.
Hold on, they don't like cats? Now we got a problem.
Yeah.
Which is why they're having a hard time being in the West, because the West loves dogs.
Well, that's the other thing too. You know, cats are kind of important for keeping down vermin. So, I mean, having a few cats around is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, they're my mobile mouse traps.
Yeah, unless they're well fed and they're fucking lazy as shit.
That sometimes does happen, yeah.
The cat had one job.
Water weasel.
Somebody entered the chat. Might just be some water weasel. Who knows?
So if you get mice, you just put your cat on half rations.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work when the fucking cat starts attacking you because it's hungry.
Yeah, you got to train them from when they're kittens.
Oh, like cats don't like naturally become mousers.
I mean, not house cats. So if you keep them lazy in the house and you just feed them all the time, they're just going to see a mouse and just like look at it as it scurries across the floor. So what you got to do is you can feed them like my granddad had him in the basement. He had like a rocky basement, and he had about half dozen cats, and they were
promised them gold and black or white magic. They've become the gray mouser.
They
I
never
just made the nerdiest joke there.
They never came in the house, but they always had like a bowl of food just to keep them fed, but not like well fed like a house cat.
Well, if they also get well fed, the cat will literally just play with the mouse and not ever kill it and let it go.
Yeah, or just ignore it.
Business as usual for a cat.
But there are great mousers in the wild, so or semi-wild.
Yeah, except Australia didn't find that out. They I forgot what it was. They brought in something to kill one of the natural creatures, and it didn't do it. It was eating the plants. And then they brought in something else to kill that, and it wasn't killing those. It was eating something else. And then they brought in a cat to kill that, and the cats weren't fucking eating those.
Yeah, you know what happened with the cats that got out in the wild in Australia, right? They didn't have a natural predator, so they kind of, out in the Midlands there, they got real big and became a problem.
Yeah, you can go over there to hunt them for money.
Didn't that happen to rabbits as well?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I was surprised how big they got. They were like Norwegian forest cat big.
Well, it makes sense. Australia does naturally mutate things into ferocious megafauna.
Aren't the biggest cats you can get like Maine Coon?
I don't know if it's the biggest, but they are giant and big cats.
Yeah, well, at least in the house cat variety. Other than that, you have to go to bobcats. I would think.
There you go, Billy.
They're his Maine Coon.
Maine Coons have long hair as well.
You made me think of Bobcat Goldthwait for some reason.
From Police Academy.
That didn't hurt. That didn't hurt. That hurt.
Yeah, he was a great comedian.
No, we should force you, Quentin, to read the really bad.
He's still around, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still. I mean, I don't know how around he is, but he's still alive. Yeah, I don't know what he's up to.
That's what you should do, James. You need to go find some Stargate comics.
Oh, I did. They're poorly drawn, so I imagine they're poorly written. They're also produced by Topps, and they don't produce good comics.
Well, they did the Dracula comic, Bram Stoker's Dracula. That was decent.
That Topps?
Yeah.
Topps Comics?
Yeah, it came with cards as well. It was bagged and came with the Dracula cards. Some images drawn by Mike Mignola with some that were photographs from the film, I believe.
Must have been like a specialty because they're usually pretty shitty.
Also, Frederick, recently I've been seeing bits from an old adventure game. I gotta ask, are you familiar with the story of Ring at all? Not like the Ring, but
as in the camera.
the actual epic.
The story of Ring?
Yeah, it's like an epic.
Yeah. It looks like Bobcat had a comedy special in 2024.
No, it doesn't ring a bell, Otter.
So, for a bit of context, this is kind of like a German opera, which was originally 15 fucking hours long or something like that.
Damn.
But the interesting part of the story is back in the late 90s, you got Philippe Drouillet and several other creatives who made a sci-fi point-and-click adventure game.
Really?
Yeah, loosely adapting the story.
Okay, I can see why you're asking me now. Yeah.
It's not very good, but like even just looking at the visual style, I'm like, how did I not know about this? This looks really cool.
Yeah, I see it online here.
Wait a second. You said this ring thing is based on a German opera?
Yeah, like it's basically like a Norse it's like a Norse epic. Like it has everything to do with like Odin and
I think you're talking about Götterdämmerung.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
By Wagner.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, I'm seeing all his penciled art for the project. Hold on, let me share it. I can share.
It's Wagner.
The game didn't exactly translate the best into like, adventure game graphics, but many of the designs I really like.
Yeah, well, Drouillet is like a killer artist. It's like on par with Mobius. Not as well known. But okay, don't give me your pop-ups. There we go. And these are beautiful pencil sketches.
I have to wipe off my screen after that one.
I want to see if I can find the character design for one of the main characters. Oh my god. I found it. It looks incredible. Let me see if I can pull it up. Can't do tech right now. 1 second. There we go.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, that's a weird position, though.
That is Alberic. He's like the king of the dwarves or whatnot. So yeah, this is literally a dwarf.
Is that his cock that we're seeing there?
What?
Like what the fuck?
That's a cod piece. He's wearing like very elaborate armor.
I don't think that's a cod piece. I think that's just his cock.
No, like they what was it? Whenever they made the game, they tweaked the design so the cod piece was left out.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Are we defining this cod piece as he's working at a strip club? Dude,
It looks like he's wearing a strap-on designed by H.R. Geiger.
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys seen Drouillet's artwork? It kind of evokes H.R. Giger a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
It's got
no one brought to mention being like, imagine the side profile of this shot.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, no, it's not a great.
I like how you guys are acting like this is a big and bold thing. Like, I bet you anything the French artists of the period were like, and?
So it's pronounced.
And?
It's pronounced
Let's just be glad he put it
No,
up
but here's the thing,
opposed to
Otter.
back.
If any of the art has to have it showing from his side, it's just a giant metal text.
Yeah, it would be really
So it's
funny.
pronounced Giger?
Giger, yeah.
Yeah, it's Giger.
Oh, shit.
That's Giger.
I also think... How do you say his name? Is it Doye or Drouillet? Am I...
Drouillet.
Drouillet. Okay. Yeah, I think Drouillet is a better artist than H.R. Giger personally. H.R. Giger does have some very good pieces, but I think Drouillet is consistently better.
Well, they're different. I mean, one is a comic book artist, and the other was a painter.
Yeah, for me, my favorite H.R. Giger pieces are the ones where he leans purely into the abstract. When he kind of starts leaning more into the overtly occult, I think it's lesser. It's not quite as good as it
Which
could
is
be.
like half of his stuff is like occult or just pornographic downright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Drouillet is just kind of like, what the fuck am I looking at? Which I think is way cooler.
It's kind of dark psychedelic. I think Drouillet is very epic. So you'll see like pages with like armies that could fill like it's on par with with Berserk, with like massive sprawls of armies on certain pages, but then on other pages it's like it's very designed. He uses photographs as well. Like you'll have some female characters that are just like photograph inserts within the comic too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen that with a few of the classic Metal Launch artists. They'll do that every now and again.
Yeah.
Hold up, I got the perfect meme for this now.
When Frederick is on stream and insists on French pronunciation.
Hold up, Frederick.
Well, I've never insisted on French pronunciation, I don't think. I got you, Billy.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
You're
Oh,
trying
no.
it, Yeah.
Here's
that
the
one.
side profile of that
Yeah.
comic book character.
Yeah. That was Elvis's wife.
Yeah, Priscilla Presley.
No, that wasn't Priscilla Presley. That was Anna something or other.
Yeah.
By the way, I could
This
not
was the
find,
trap character.
I could not find the GIF of that on Discord when I was trying to do it with Christian sharing that dating profile.
Are you sure it's not Priscilla?
No, Priscilla Presley was in it, but that was the other lady in that movie.
Oh.
I'm trying. And
Oh, right, because he sees Priscilla's beaver at some point. He says, like, nice beaver, and then she takes it out of the. She takes out a beaver, a literal beaver.
What was her name? That was 33 and a third, right?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, 33 and a third is at the very least. It's where you get that one scene with the
You got
the
one
shadow and everything.
Yeah, it's Naked Gun 2.5, and Naked Gun 33 and a third. Yeah.
Hey, Frederick.
Those were good. Yeah.
And like a blind man at an orgy,
Why,
I just had to feel my way on through.
Frederick, why do the French only have one egg with breakfast?
Sounds so racist. One egg with breakfast.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Was that your best answer?
No, the lady in that silhouette was Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember her story.
Do you know the answer?
I think I've heard this one before, but I can't remember.
Because one egg is enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's good. That's good. I was trying to see where you were going with. I knew it had something to do with enough, but it was too far from enough in my head.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
With a bad one.
I'm missing it, but okay.
Enough literally means one egg in French.
Oh,
enough, which doesn't sound exactly like enough. It's close, but it's not close enough.
That was a bad dad French joke.
Yeah.
Oh, what did the little Parisian boy say when he threw a kitten into the Seine?
Into the what?
Seine.
Seine River.
Un, deux, trois, cat sank.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
I don't get it.
Well, he just said
I
1, 2,
wanna
3,
get it.
4, 4, 5 in French, but 4, 5 is exactly like cat stank. The cat sank.
Oh, okay.
That one's better than enough. You know, that one's better.
I can really.
I do better with the play on words between Spanish and English, and even there, I kind of falter.
That's good. I like it.
Well, good. We'll have you review the Boys Mexico frequency when it comes out.
I don't want to.
You can watch them take down El Homelander.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever watch that series. I hear just bad things about it. It's got a lot of good memes, but no one said anything good about the series. So
I've been getting a lot of recommendations where it's just like everybody has like been turning around on The Boys. Everybody's like, yeah, The Boys is just a terrible TV show. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened. The OGs who weren't dumbasses were calling this out way back. And then now the season finale was so terrible. Now everyone's like, oh, now it's okay to start saying it was always bad, guys.
Well, it's like Game of Thrones, right? When Game of Thrones started going sideways, like season 4 or 5, like some people could pick it out. Wait, there's problems here, there's things, but like there's so many hardcore fans that it's only a handful of people who were spotting it back then.
Dude, I was smashing my fucking face against the wall on season 5.
Dude, when I remember people were pointing out, oh, when Arya like gets thrown down the over the bridge, she comes back and she uses her left hand to pick up fruit, but she's right-handed, which means she was replaced by one of the body snatchers. No, not at all. It's like it's just they didn't pay
You
attention
mean where
to
she
it.
got stabbed and then went
Yes.
into a literal poop canal?
People were were putting out theories like crazy about that one. It was all over because it didn't make sense. She got healed like instantly the next day, and she was just running around after getting stabbed.
Or was she just back like Kenny in the next episode of South Park?
Yeah, and
she got stabbed in the gut, thrown into a poo canal, and was fine. No infection, nothing.
and you had teleporting all the time. All the characters would be, hold on, let me just teleport to this other continent here.
I'm even. Here's
I think Khal Drogo is just rolling in his grave. He's like, look at her. She just casually survived this, whereas like me, I just get like low-key poison from a scratch. It's like, fuck off, guys.
Season 1 is pretty good adaptation, except the beginning where they change it kind of just generic zombie shit. But some of the changes I understood because it actually was budget. Where they couldn't have Tyrion's battle at the creek. So they just had him get knocked out in the first season.
Well, even in the book, it doesn't spend too much time on the battle. Like, it is more descriptive than the show, but even then, it doesn't spend much time on it.
Yeah, it does.
mean,
you have like a chapter there.
You have a chapter, but I mean, like, you could pretty much sum up the battle in like a couple paragraphs, like him going to battle. The rest of it is kind of like him with Shay and everything.
The worst part of it is that they destroyed season 7 and 8. Like they threw it out the window for a Star Wars trilogy.
Well, yeah, they specifically told you they all wanted to move on and just wanted to get it over with.
For Star Wars, which not only sucks, but never even happened.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Thank you, Kathleen Kennedy. She not only ruined Star Wars, she ruined Game of Thrones.
I call her Darth
Karen. When I did my rewatch, Frederick
and Willow,
I forgot how bad season 2 was in Butcher
and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's right. She did wreck Willow pretty bad. Like I said, I call her Darth Karen for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, Game of Thrones, I'm sure there's lots of problems. I didn't read the books, but you got to hand it to them. They did have the best TV series running for many years.
It was kind of a perfect storm in a lot of ways because George is pretty much suited to TV writing, so you get a pretty good selling series of novels, which is a bit more like a unique take on fantasy. You don't really see it all that much, even in fantasy literature at the time. So it was right place at the right time for them to adapt it. It's just George never finished it, and they were fucking things up.
And unfortunately, everybody else tried to emulate it in pre-existing series where that tone didn't belong.
So Frederick, it's just on season 2. It's just when you start realizing how massively they were starting to change and didn't understand certain characters, that when you get to later seasons, it's like, oh yeah, this is like all the way back then.
You know, one thing that improved with age, though, with Game of Thrones? The scene where the mountain pops Pedro Pascal's head.
Yeah, in retrospect, that's my favorite scene now.
Right?
Yeah, so now when I'll read the book, I can just imagine Pedro Pascal as Oberyn Martell. Just because here's the thing, in the book, it's actually quite a bit longer of a death scene than the show.
It's also kind of amusing because Game of Thrones like tried to kickstart like a bunch of actors' careers. Like they kind of already had acting careers before that, but they were trying to make superstars out of some of them. None of them went anywhere. Like Peter Dinklage kind of went somewhere, but he was already on the scene. Everybody else, they just kind of faded. after that.
Then he had to run his mouth on dwarves, like.
Oh yeah,
and
he
the
was saying
Snow White
stupid
thing is
shit.
like, yeah, how come they're treating dwarves like this and doing this stereotype? It's like, dude,
Yeah, Peter
there's a difference
Dinklage
between
broke
dwarves and humans with dwarvism.
Peter
It's not
Dinklage broke the
same thing.
curse of getting his career destroyed by destroying other people's careers.
Yeah, just keep in mind,
Yeah.
he costs at minimum 14 midgets jobs.
Yeah, but they're like half jobs each. Let's be honest.
Huh?
They do well on stage, and then they get on their soapbox and ruin it.
That-
Critical Drinker has a
your
whole
average
series on
actor.
this called Crash and Burn.
Because
Yeah.
he got rid of 7 jobs, and then you got to think of backup
I mean-
actors, and you got to think of little midget
Let's
stomp
be-
jump.
Let's be honest, Frequency. They have to get on their soapbox to do most things.
Oh, with that, let's go to parting plugs. How about it? All right, first up, Otter.
Speaking
Well,
of,
if you want to check out what I have in store, I have my first 2 Steel and Stormbright books, which you can check out. That would be The Curse of the Star Raids and The Shadow of Twin Moons. If you like fun, old school sword and sorcery with a bit of a modern twist, and I mean that in the sense of not it being made for modern audiences, but if you want a bit of a unique edge, which you haven't necessarily seen before, I think you'll enjoy it. It's all about brotherhood, all about high adventure and magic, and it's about the emotional beats of going from zero to hero and seeing just how one might persist in the face of adversity. Really fun. You can check it out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all the big retailers. I am currently working on book 3 and a couple other projects at the moment. That's all I got.
Say that modern audiences again.
Modern audiences.
Glorious. And that available October 31st. That's old news. That was last year's October. It's out now.
Yeah, it's been out now for well over half a year.
All right. Herman.
Hey, buy my book. My latest book is now in the hands of beta readers. So we're moving forward.
Nice. Anything
And my
else you want to say?
No, my dog's yelling at me, so I gotta go.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Herman. I'll see you later.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. James.
Hey, friends. You can check out my latest short story series. I got a sneak peek available on my Substack already, and the full story available for my subscribers. But the full story will be available for everybody in PDF and now EPUB, and also just plain text on Substack, which should also give you a general AI audio voice to read it to you. You can find that out at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com, and go ahead and hit the trailer, Wrangler. That's going to be available January 1st. Check it out and get your EPUB at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com.
Thank you, Ralph Macchio. That is who that's supposed to be, right?
No.
Oh, I thought that was like Danielson.
No.
No. Who is it?
This is a young Gavin Newsom.
Billy Bob, anybody you want to shout out tonight?
Yeah.
All right. Luvapor. Whoops. There we go. Luvapor.
Episode 175 of the Weekly Wing It was brought to you by the number 12, the letter Q, and the Lord Otter's patented floor buttholes. If you've got cultists that need sexual relief in your dungeon, look up Lord Otter's floor buttholes.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Oh, what did I just walk into? All right, and you can check out my stuff on Amazon. I got Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World. Two magic-fueled sci-fi adventures, a little bit Goonies, a little bit fantasy, a whole lot of fun. Check those out. I am currently working on book 3, and you can see Elizabeth there all grown up now. And let me back this picture out. There's Haley as well. They're all grown up and going on new adventures. So you can go ahead and check that out. Book 3 should be coming out later this year, and hoping to have book 4 out next year. Original plan was to have them both come out at the same time, but I don't think that's going to happen now. But book 3 is currently being ripped apart by the beta, by not the beta reader, the developmental editor as we speak, and should be going to beta readers soon. So yeah, hoping to have that by the end of the year.
Who did that amazing art of Haley and Elizabeth?
Yes, by somebody we've seen on here before. What do you think, Frederick?
Which one? Oh yeah,
that
one
art right here. Okay, give us a good critique of this artwork right here.
She's got a beautiful nose. Look at that beautiful perky nose.
She is gorgeous. Speaking of which, Frederick.
That's right. Let me spin that around. Got Blackface Cyber Frog in the works here. Yeah, I've got a comic book that's at the printers right now. As we speak, the machines are pumping out the pages. It's in production. It's going to be in your hands in a question of weeks if you have pre-ordered it. If you want to find out more about it, you could go to retellcomic.com and you could play that beautiful trailer, Wrangler.
Our world is crumbling, and most people are blind to it. A young computer whiz named Raimi decides to stand against the rising tide of oppression, only to find himself under the boot of those behind it all. Incarceration only proves to refine his resolve. Divine intervention takes away all fear from him in order to fix a broken system that enslaves us all. There comes a time when good men must ignore bad laws. Raimi dons a mask and becomes Rattel. Rattel uses intelligence and technology to combat ancient and dark forces for justice and a better tomorrow. Will Rattel take down the technocratic tyrants who've harnessed an ancient evil, or be crushed by the invisible hand?
I just realized that Rattel is totally riding on the graphics card he uses to mine Bitcoin.
You actually don't need a graphics card for that, but you do need a chip. You still need software for a drone, definitely.
I tried chips, but mine didn't work. They said Lay's on the package, so maybe that's why.
You think your
That's not
Commodore
Funny,
64
mine was Doritos.
Yeah.
You think your Commodore 64 is really neato? What kind of chip you got in there? A Dorito?
I'm just not going to compete with Liverpool's dad jokes for tonight. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this presentation, hit the like, and if you didn't, we appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next time.
That's not a dad joke. He's quoting Weird AI.
Weird AI.
Weird AI.
Weird
Where's
Al.
that button? I move things around. There it is.
Jewish space laser.
Good night, everybody.
Couple of